They're Britain's most run-down abandoned buildings.
All we've done was bought a building and turned it into a mess.
From crumbling historic relics
Whoa!
to industrial landmarks on the verge of collapse.
You can't make an omelette without breaking a few eggs.
But across the country, brave and ambitious home builders
Careful where I swing.
are taking matters
Let's go!
and tools into their own hands
Are we completely mad doing this?
to rescue
What have I done?
and transform these derelict properties.
Perhaps the cliche to feel the hand of history on your shoulder, but can it do?
Taking on such neglected places
The roof leak was woodworming, 95% of the wood.
is fraught with risks,
Easy.
There's no point worrying about something you can't do anything about.
with the tightest deadlines
We'll be in for Christmas. Don't ask me which Christmas.
and even tighter budgets.
We will have completely emptied every bit of savings we have.
These are the families gambling everything
This is the human side of taking on a task like this.
for a new life in a stunning new home.
It's all in your mind and your wallet.
And they're both empty.
Luckily, there's nothing in the fridges. We have checked, but there's a jar of pickled onions here with the cocktail sticks ready to go. I really like pickled onions as well, and every time I eat them, I just think of...
Oh, I've not even just tried those. You're joking. Thank you.
It's literally like time stood still when they left. It's quite bizarre.
And it's just like somebody flicked the switches and walked out, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right on the edge of the Peak District, Carly and Tim have found themselves in something of a pickle.
Both ends of the roof are leaking, so this is why the roof's coming down and all the plasterboard and the ceiling's coming down in these places.
They've just bought this, a redundant 19th century Sunday school in the Yorkshire village of Hayde Edge.
That's just that's just not coming back, is it? It's got to come out.
It was love at first sight.
I've done a little bit of work on my van, taken the van out for a test ride, come up this long road and past this.
Tim sent me the pictures, and I was just like, we need that place to make our own. I just fell in love with it straight away.
But once inside, they realised this blossoming relationship has come with a lot of baggage.
So obviously, this is the main area. When we came in, we were, wow, this is gorgeous, what an area.
Great space.
Windows are amazing. Oh dear, look at the roof.
Yeah.
And the beautiful ceiling that's been put in, and then the rain damage.
Left abandoned for more than 5 years, the rot has properly set in.
Horrible smell, isn't it? It really smells fusty, really fusty, isn't it? And horrible.
Yet, despite the massive challenges ahead,
The damage can be sorted. That roof is just offensive.
this Sunday school still scores full marks from this couple who love their evangelical chic.
We just love all the original features. We love the cupboards, the windows, if you can look up and see all the original beams.
They're also fanatical salvagers.
There is, in fact, as well, a full dinner service. I won't pull the box out because it'll probably fall to bits, but there's a full dinner service, so that might be staying. It feels like being at my nan's.
But there's another reason why this single-storey building works on every level.
We started off with one dashend, and then we kind of just kept getting more. Through no fault of our own.
It was your fault.
Yeah. They are a massive part of our life. My work revolves around them as well. And obviously finding the perfect house for them was really important for us. They're prone to back problems. Iris has already had an operation on her back, so we just thought if we get a house that's on one level, it sort of alleviates the problem. So it'll be a lot easier when we move into this place because we've got no stairs.
Yeah.
The Sunday school should provide the perfect home for the couple's precious pooches. Just so long as Carly and Tim have got their sums right.
It cost £176,500. Our budget is about 60 to 70,000.
I mean, it's not a finite budget. It'd be 80,000 absolute max, I would think, to get it totally how we want it.
All that work on that budget sounds a tad ambitious. But at least they won't be forking out for labour, because Printworks manager turned DIY demon Tim is taking on almost all the work himself.
I would think it'll cut out £50,000. So if we were paying someone to do this, I think we'd be looking at more like 130, 140,000. Love a challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is one. So it'll keep us cracking for a while, won't it?
Yeah. And then make a beautiful home.
Built back in the 1850s, this Grade 2 listed village hall was once a busy Sunday school, serving Hayde Edge Methodist Chapel next door. Over time, more modern but slightly dubious alterations, including that suspended ceiling, meant much of its original character has been lost. Tim and Carly's grand plans will remove these later additions and rekindle the unique atmosphere of the neglected hall. The leaky stone slate roof will be stripped off and relaid. All 14 of the dilapidated frosted windows will be taken out, and wooden-framed, like-for-like double-glazed replacements will go in. Inside, the false ceiling will be removed to reveal the original wooden roof trusses above. Most of the current hall area will be taken up by a spacious open-plan kitchen, lounge and diner. The perfect playground for their lively pooches, along with a utility room, bathroom and cosy guest bedroom. An entranceway will be built through into the room beyond, which will be turned into a master bedroom with a show-stopping bath in pride of place. And a luxury dressing room for Carly. Behind the bedroom, Tim will get a handy storeroom stroke man cave. And at the front, the crumbling porch and men's and women's toilets will be converted into a boot room, with French doors facing out onto a new outdoor dining space. It's a stylish, sympathetic design which will restore aspects of the old Sunday school to its former glory, as well as creating an elegant, dog-friendly new home. But there's a long, long way to go before their pipe dream becomes a reality.
This is where the mortar leak's coming from, you see, with the side of the roof where the stones are loose at the top.
Work on the Sunday school has begun.
And of course, this is what it causes, unfortunately, just a completely wet rot.
And Tim is unearthing more gremlins in the woodwork, but there's a diamond in the rough too.
What there is here is some original skirting board. It's whopping, is that? It's cracking. Definitely going to have to get saved. Wonder if it goes down the back of... Yeah, it runs all the way down the back there. That's really beautiful. But a bit of great news, that is. I'm really, really pleased with that. Look.
Skirting boards?
Yeah.
Oh, they look lovely. They're quite in good nick, aren't they?
They're all the way around as well.
It's typical, quite tall but quite plain Victorian skirting board. So excited.
It's a promising start, but there's one big caveat to this entire build that they can't skirt around. A sizable chunk of the couple's budget is locked up in their current home.
Oh, smashing.
So they'll need to sell up and move into the Sunday school well before it's finished.
Surprisingly moist.
We're going to have maybe 3-4 months of ripping out and getting it to a point where there'll be a couple of rooms that we can move into. We need that time scale because our house is currently on the market and there's lots of viewings. So if they go through, we need to be ready for us to move into.
A quick sale could find them living here when it's still a building site, so it's essential it's made habitable as soon as possible. A few days later...
Just watch yourself out of the way so I can get this down.
And then I'll just clear it as you're going.
Yeah.
The couple are back to dismantle that vast 70s ceiling. And Tim is in full Demolition Dan mode.
I love this bit. I'm not going to say I'm the cleverest chap in the world, but brutality, I'm there. I love pulling stuff in pieces. It's a good stage because you see massive, massive changes very quickly, so it kind of keeps you spurred on.
It's the reset. oranges, Tim's frost. The actual insulation that we're taking down, we're going to use in one of the other rooms, so it's just nice to be able to reuse the stuff, one for the cost and two for recycling as well.
But it's just above the old ceiling where the real treasure's hidden.
It's coming, there we are. Gorgeous.
The beam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're actually getting some light on them. They're actually better than I thought they were going to be, which is brilliant. That's banging. Fantastic. It couldn't have been much better than that, in all honesty. There's just, there's not one bit of it I don't like. That was always how I saw it, because when you come through this entrance, you walk through, the first thing's going to hit you is that, and that. And it's just spectacular.
It's just going to be amazing to be able to see, obviously once we're finished, to be able to see these beams every day in the room we spend the most time in. It's going to be just so good.
It's been a great day for me. I'm happy. I've got my beams, I'm happy. I'm very easily pleased. Carl's sit under there, sweet, because that's going to come down now.
Let me just grab it. Oh, right, OK. Tim, be careful.
Let go. Let go. Just let go.
You're not funny.
To me, to you.
In the beautiful village of Hayde Edge in West Yorkshire, the Sunday school is being stripped bare.
There's some more of that furry stuff there as well.
Is that?
Tim and Carly are in a race against time to make the property habitable, because they could be moving in sooner than they think.
Our house is on the market at the moment. Obviously, if we get an offer that we accept, potentially in 2 to 3 months, we could have no house. So we need to really get to a position where we can move in. At the moment, we don't even have a toilet that works. So yeah, the pressure's on in a way.
But to make progress on the inside, they've first got to tackle the #1 cause of their damp and mould troubles, the leaking roof. It's a job that needs doing pronto, so Tim's had to bite the bullet and pay for professionals.
Start removing all the slates and laying the new felt. Starting to work his way, stripping down and across.
Expert roofer Harry...
Right, can you lift it with me now onto the plank? That's it.
...will be overseeing every stage of the operation.
That's number 3. Yeah, a lot of slates moving about. Look how damp it is under there.
I know.
The roof's an essential job, but it's also a very pricey one.
Obviously, we can't do that ourselves, so once you start bringing tradesmen in, that's where your money really stacks up. So it is a massive portion of the budget having the roof done.
And that's number 4.
Reusing these old slates will help to keep a lid on the roof bill.
Basically, it's just a strip and re-slate job. It's everything stacked where it comes off, in line, in place. Makes the job easier then to put back, like a jigsaw puzzle, basically.
Sounds simple enough, but it doesn't look like every slate will be making it back into this jigsaw puzzle.
Is that the bad one, Keith?
Oh, yeah.
Stone's gone soft. It's split on its bed. So, you know, you get the odd one that ends up being split like that. Most are OK, but you can see all bed lines. Weather's got in, frost make it split. Can't go back on the roof like that. We'll find 1 or 2 like that.
Losing 1 or 2 slates won't be a problem, but lose a lot and Tim's budget could soon go through the roof.
With the expense of these things,
yeah.
Like I said, £30 for one of the bottom slates.
It's a lot of money.
Don't upset me.
It's a nasty job to be in at the moment with everything going up in price.
Yeah. He was just saying that some of these bottom ones are £30 each, so realistically, we don't buy many of those when you're going sort of 30, 60, 90, 120. You still get up in a bit of money before you blink your eyes.
It's all about when we strip it, we'll know more. So, it's, you know, there's a question mark over that. That's why Tim's paying for slates, not me. This is what we're on about, where...
That's not good, is it?
We've just gone soft. We're going to get a bit of that, but we don't want too much of it.
We're going to all get in and get a selfie
Oh, right.
Because it's blue skies and nice. Harry, you might just have to crouch down a little bit.
Right.
Oh, perfect. Smile, cheesy thumbs up and all the rest of it. Awesome.
I mean, anybody who takes something like this on, it's a challenge, but, you know, you've got to be a certain person to do it, haven't you? And I think he'll do all right.
Well, Harry's saying 6 weeks. I've got him down for doing it in 5.
Poof! It's bigger than... Listen, it don't matter if it takes 7.
It's whatever it is, isn't it?
We're thinking roughly, yeah. It's all about the weather.
There's no point worrying about something you can't do anything about, so I don't bother.
You shouldn't be worrying.
I don't. I let you do a bit of worrying, because you like a worry, don't you? Carly likes a pessimistic worry, but not me.
My only worry is the weather holding out for the roof coming off. I think once that's done and we're watertight, I'll feel a lot better, definitely. So Tim's like, oh, it'll be fine, you know, we'll be all right. But we had hail, sleet yesterday and it was awful, so... But fingers crossed, we'll stay positive that we have good weather.
So one of the jobs today is to take these hooks off as we take the plaster off.
Over the next few weeks, Carly and Tim crack on inside.
So we've got the last block going in for today.
And the weather holds for the roofers up top. Meanwhile, whilst tidying up the old kitchen, Carly's found another hidden gem.
We originally just assumed, because the chimney stacks had been taken off, that there'd be nothing here, but we actually found there was actual fireplace still here. We've got to keep this. It's in beautiful condition. There's just a couple of tiny little drill holes in it, but it's just beautiful apart from that. Now that we've found the fireplace, we're going to go with an L-shaped wardrobe and a door here so that we can still have the fireplace in here.
Four weeks later...
So it's the roofer's last day today. So they're clearing all the stuff. Scaffolding should be going down.
And Lady Luck continues to smile on their build.
It's all happening. So happy with it.
The roof is finished on time and on budget. And with only a handful of broken slates replaced, they're on top of the world.
Right?
Yeah.
The roof is definitely beyond worth every penny. When you sort of stand back down there and look across, it's like a work of art, isn't it?
It is. It's beautiful. Also, it's just nice to be inside and think we're not getting rained in on. Any work that we do now is not going to get wet or damaged.
With their home now watertight, it's a massive turning point. And it's come in the nick of time. Because the couple have just accepted an offer on their house.
We don't want to count all our chickens.
No, it's a difficult one, isn't it? Until the money's in the bank, it's not sold, is it? But if it all goes as it looks like it's going to do, yeah, we're delighted.
Very happy.
Could have been a lot worse.
If their chicken counting's correct, they'll finally have the cash they need to finish all this.
Yeah, it's so far off at all.
But it now means they need to turn this shell of a Sunday school into something half livable and fast.
We think we've got about 9 weeks till we have to hand the keys over to our house and move in here. At the moment, we're stood in our bathroom. There's no plumbing, there's no nothing. Worst case scenario, if we move in and have a toilet, a sink and some electric, then we'll just have to cope with that and we'll muddle our way through. I think we have to be positive, because if we don't, I will literally not sleep at night.
I get all the dirty jobs.
With the clock now rapidly ticking towards their moving-in day...
But it's good to recycle all the stuff that I pulled out of the old ceilings. But time-consuming.
The pressure's on.
I've got to get that into a habitable state in the next sort of I'm trying for 6 weeks. We've got 8. I'm trying for 6. So it's the first floating floor I've laid. 9 metres is a long way to put flooring down because it's got to be. I'll have to have the laser on so I can get it absolutely perfectly straight down the middle of the room. But that's a big area to cover, and what you don't want is it coming up, pinging off, and it just looked rubbish, won't it? So I just want to do it once and do it right. First one down. Obviously, I've got a lot more work to do yet.
Tim's boarding has to be dead level.
I am scraping a little bit of the tar off the bottom of the parquet flooring.
Because bargain hunter Carly's found the perfect retro flooring to put on top.
It's reclaimed parquet flooring, so it needs all this taken off it before we can lay it in the bedrooms. I got enough for the bedroom and the dressing room for £80, so absolute bargain.
Check which there's an upside down and a right way up for this one.
Back in the bedroom, Tim's making good progress with the floorboards.
The bath's going to go under the window there. We're going to put the bath in to see what it looks like. So, one sec.
OK.
Yeah.
Not too bad, is it?
Not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
You're going to start crying in a minute.
Yes.
Right, so that's the overall plan.
Let's have a look.
Now, does it look... Oh, no, it looks all right. That's cool.
Oh, yeah. Some people might think it is a little bit bougie having a bath in the bedroom, but one, it is an absolute treat having it in here, and two, it helps Tim with the plumbing and everything else, so it's kind of win-win for both of us. And it'll also stop Tim from nearly dropping his phone every time he's in the bath trying to watch YouTube.
Yeah, because I'm putting a telly on that wall. Funnily enough.
Well, it says TV.
TV.
They're getting there.
I think that looks mint. I'm happy with that.
But with their moving-in date looming, they'll need more than a bath.
So I'm hoping in a couple of weeks, that should look like a room. When I say that will do, by the way, that means it's absolutely spot on, because it won't if it's not.
In West Yorkshire, moving in D-Day is fast approaching for overstretched Tim.
Every now and again, you just come up against something that you just wish you just had another pair of hands. There's so much to do. As long as you get something done and not nothing, that's really where it needs to be. You just keep plugging.
But the harder they graft, the longer that to-do list keeps growing.
Number of spotlights, where they're going, positions of switches.
It's a real pain in the bum. You end up working round stuff all the time.
And time is ticking.
Lost something.
The will to live.
The date that's been thrown out by our solicitor is the 29th of July, which is 3 weeks today.
One of us is worrying and one of us is fitting floors.
I'm worrying a little bit, but we'll be fine.
At least Carly needn't worry about her fancy reclaimed parquet.
You don't need any more parquet bringing in yet?
Because it's nearly all in.
No, the trouble, yeah, you just end up tripping over it if you've got too much in, so...
So it's just going to be this last bit here, and then we're done?
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Yeah, we're there.
Brilliant.
Nearly. Don't have to sniff glue for the next 2 weeks.
Really chuffed and also really proud of how well he's done it and how quickly he's done it as well.
Although I have enjoyed doing this, I will not be sorry to put the last piece down. Because I just feel like I've looked at parquet for 2 days solid. This is the last one. It's been a long 2 days. In she goes.
Beautiful.
Are you sure that's straight, Tim? Over the next few weeks,
we just want to strip them and put them back up when they've had a little bit of TLC.
things kick up a notch.
Today is the day that lot goes into our bedroom and into the dressing room.
Dad? Wait.
And by September, by some small miracle,
Iris.
they're in, dogs and all.
Ivy. We've moved in, we've moved the dogs in, we've moved my small business in as well, so yeah, it's all happening. How am I supposed to measure this? I make dog accessories, snoods, snuffle mats, and we do the snuggle sacks and blankets too, which have been great because we've had plenty of them for us as well, because it's been quite chilly before we get the heating on. I'm just very grateful that we're in a position that we're in now, that we're comfortable about the money, so it's a nice place to be.
A nice place financially, but to live?
There's boxes everywhere. It does feel in a way like we are camping.
Straight out of bed and into rubbish. Basically. Yeah, that is quite weird. The hardest thing for me is coming through the front door, because we haven't done any of that half of the building. Every time I walk in here, I just walk into storage and just absolute mayhem.
We've water, but we've no hot water. We've no shower, we've no bath. So I'm walking up to my friend's house, who very kindly lets us go for a shower if we want to. I'm so grateful. Washing in a bucket is not the best, especially when you've got to boil the kettle for it. I cannot wait to go and get a shower, because I feel grubby today.
Winter is fast approaching, and this place is about to get another hammering from the harsh Yorkshire weather.
The weather comes across this way, and these two windows have taken the brunt of it. I mean, that's awful, isn't it? I mean, they are literally, I think I could just push my hand through that. They're that bad. It's absolutely shot.
After years of being battered by the elements, the original windows are beyond useless.
It's cold up here. When the wind blows, the draft from the windows is crazy.
The replacement windows have been a long time coming.
The date has moved out since September. We're now in December, so we've been waiting over 2 months for them. We're ready for them now.
But simply getting them in the building is proving to be a pain.
It's been a bit stressful liaising with getting the windows put in, because our kitchen units are arriving today as well. One of them's 3 metres long, and it can't come in any other way than through a window.
The joiner is coming to hopefully remove this window. The kitchen's going to come in and it's going to fit the new window.
At least that's the plan.
We're waiting literally for the joiner to turn up and the man with the delivery on his van, so fingers crossed.
But when the joiner calls...
Absolutely typical.
It's not good news.
He's got no transport. I've got to go fetch him to bring him here, to take the window out, to put the kitchen in and put that window back in. Let me just take care of that for a pee. Sweet Jesus.
Tim's just had a very frustrating phone call. Our joiner has got his van all loaded up and he's ready to come with the windows, and his van's broken. So we're not having the windows put in today. But Tim's going to go and pick him up, and we can pop this window out, get the kitchen in.
It's disappointing, but at least we can get one thing ticked off the list. Hello, Simon.
All right.
Yeah. We're going to have to sit it here for now.
Right.
Our joiner has broken down his van. Tim's gone to pick him up. We're going to pop a window out in a bit and get it through the window. So as long as we can get it here, we're good. Do you need a hand? Yeah. Exciting.
With the kitchen all ready to go in...
In fact, will we just pop it here, Simon?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
It's just a case of waiting for Tim and their joiner, Sean.
I have a suspicion when we get here, there'll be there'll be a thing outside here. Sat. Go.
Oh, that there.
Oh, that. Yeah, oh, yeah.
Was that it?
Yeah.
Who was my dad?
Bought it.
Oh, you bought it?
Yeah. Come out of a gentleman's outfitters in Cheltenham.
Oh, gentleman's outfit, sir.
Yeah, that's it. Not exactly well in, is it?
It's not too bad to say it's been in a long time. I'll go inside again. You just tap this right-hand side about halfway up, Tim. Yeah, go on.
Chock at bottom there, it's going to go now.
Yeah. Just come in here with me.
Yeah.
Just grab all the... That's it, get your hand outside and then just pull it. That's it. All right, you ready?
Okay.
It out, yeah. Happy skate, look. Right, where are you putting your kitchen?
Don't even go there.
What am I doing? Passing it you in?
Yeah, just put it on your shoulder. Yeah.
Are you onto it there, Tim?
Yeah. You watch out, yeah, I'm fine.
Got it?
Yep. You all right?
Yeah. Where are you going?
Literally tucking it here. All right?
Yep.
It's in, that's the main thing. Pop this window back in now and then trip over that for about 6 weeks.
I'll pop this back in again, so I'll get back.
Let's get it done.
There you go.
Jobbed. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
The drafty, paper-thin paned windows are here to stay. For a while, at least. Which means the couple still have a few more chilly nights to endure.
We're actually forecast sleet next week, so they need to be in beginning of next week. He needs to either get his van sorted or get a van hired and then we can get him in, because I really don't want to be sat in there cold with sleet and snow coming down. Frustrating. Hello. Good girl.
Tim and Carly's Dachshunds are like dogs with two tails in the couple's half-finished Sunday school conversion.
I think they've settled in really well. Our utility room / dog room was something I really wanted to have for the dogs, so that we could just have a safe space for them. We could have all their stuff in here, food, treats, toys and everything could be stored in here. You come home after you've been out for a few hours and they're just all cosied up in there, aren't you? Nice and cosy.
That's one of the old ones that's come out. Getting ready for the new ones to go out.
And after a very long, drafty wait,
This one has to go up. Just have to bring it up a bit.
the couple are one step closer to cosy too.
The windows are getting fitted. Super excited.
Right, boys. Come on, lift. We can do this.
All 14 windows are finally in. And they can move on to the next big milestone. Plastering.
Bring it into this middle bay.
Yeah. Right.
Get it insulated.
And we're off.
And boarded.
Boarded.
The job should be a good one.
Day done.
With the help of Tim's old pal, Pete.
Got a sore leg.
Don't start him off. I'll be at it all day.
Got to go to work and have a laugh, but that's what you get here. Yeah, he's a good lad.
What ladders are you stood on? They're not your real ladders, them, are they?
No, they're not my real ladders. These are my step ladders.
The beauty of us is you don't look like you're getting anything done because we're still always laughing all the time, but all of a sudden, job's done, innit?
Yeah.
Keeps the job ticking over, doesn't it, when you have
Of
a
course
laugh?
it does.
Full length here.
Down. He's so laid back, I'm surprised he don't lay down. No phases him. Has a bit of a wobble every so often, but no phases him.
However, Carly's latest online search...
I've been trying to find some brackets for the kitchen island.
...could tip the normally unflappable Tim into full-on wobble.
I found some very old brackets with some cherubs on that need the paint taken off and a bit of TLC. That I've sent the link to Tim. We'll see what he comes back with.
Yeah, that's 2 pieces.
I know that, mate.
Did you get that link I sent you?
Yeah, thanks.
Do you like the brackets?
Yes and no.
Do you like the cherub brackets?
I like the brackets, but I don't like the fact they're 70 quid. What do you think, Pete? Should we buy the cherub bracket for 70 quid?
You can't afford not to get them at that price.
Shut up, Pete. Damn it. You just stay up there, mate. You're in doghouse. Can't afford lunch now, but we've got some cherub brackets.
We're going to have beans on toast.
You are now, yeah. If it goes like this, I'm going to have to get a job. Well, maybe not.
With Pete's plasterboarding sorted,
We are getting our beautiful radiators blasted today.
and a touch more salvaging,
Going on really well. These will move out the way, otherwise they'll get covered in paint, won't you, girlies?
the end looks to be in sight. Sort of.
Hit it hard.
Great. This is why Tim does what he does, and I do what I do.
We're getting there.
It's been a true labour of love, but Carly and Tim have finally done it.
We've not fallen out too much.
No, not really.
And we didn't get divorced.
Always a plus. So let's see what this dynamic duo have created together.
It's such a fab space, like you walk in and it's like the first room and it's just like, boom.
They've not just built the perfect pad for themselves. This stunning single-storey home ticks all the right boxes for pint-sized pooches, Violet, Iris and Ivy. What was once a damp, mouldy, run-down building has been transformed into a smorgasbord of delights. A home that's packed with personality. Beneath those beautifully restored beams,
They're fantastic. Spent a lot of time up there cleaning them.
this huge open-plan space has been cleverly crafted into 4 bespoke zones.
One of the main things I wanted to do with this room was take it back to what it was originally, which was a massive room, all open plan, open right up to the rafters, but we still wanted it to be cosy as well, didn't we? We didn't want to feel like we were rattling around in a big space.
The bit that blows my brains is that you don't feel like you're sat in a big room when you're in your little area. It's always felt like separate rooms. It's really clever, really clever.
They've put their own unique stamp on this former Sunday school, which is rammed to the rafters with pre-loved treasures, each one with a story.
We wanted to sort of reuse, upcycle things, get things that have got some patina on them. So buying second-hand, it kind of worked for us, for the style we wanted, but also for our budget.
Even their magnificent kitchen island began life in Tim's family's print works.
My granddad bought this, so it must be at least 80, 90 years old, but it's just nice to have that bit of history there. It's even got its nameplates badge on here. And I just think it's a fantastic piece. And it's cool because I used to sit at this desk when I was younger, so it's quite nice to have it in here now.
And Carly's infamous cherub brackets, sprayed gold, add that Midas touch.
The cherub brackets are the ones that I found online that Tim hated at first.
But I really like them now. They've really grown on me, so I have to eat my words. I think you either have or you haven't got taste, and I don't have it. She's picked virtually everything, and it just slots into place.
Well, most of the time.
I do have misgivings about that leopard print footstool, I have to say.
It's
but
tiger print, and animal print is a neutral. Animal print is a neutral.
Cream's a neutral, sweet, but we won't go any further. It does tie in now.
It's tiger print, and it's a neutral.
Glad that's sorted. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Beyond the old school door, it's a totally different vibe.
Very different to the rest of the house.
Very different.
What was once the Sunday school kitchen is now the boutique bedroom of their dreams.
I love this room.
Yeah.
It's really cosy, isn't it? Because it's a really dark colour.
It's almost that boudoir thing, isn't it, I think?
And then obviously we're very spoilt, we have a bath in here.
Everyone has a bath in the bedroom.
The bath in the bedroom is not because I was being a princess.
She was.
So it feels very, very luxurious.
I don't think that's your bed, Iris. These three musketeers have a bespoke room all of their own. But the real hidden gem is their stunning bathroom.
I'm really pleased with this room.
Yeah.
This is our old TV cabinet from our old house, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we took the feet off, lowered it, got a big trough sink that came out of a bar.
And the crowning glory, the exquisite handmade Italian taps.
It was a bit of a splurge. The taps, the shower fittings, they're potentially the most expensive thing we've bought in the house. And they were new as well, they weren't reclaimed, but I really wanted them.
Just how much are we talking exactly?
Could have bought a nice family hatchback.
So they were, they were £2,500 for them.
It's just running water.
What were you expecting? Liquid gold?
Violet's going for a shower.
Violet, you all right, babe?
She's getting her money's worth, Tim. And talking of brass, I bet that little splurge made quite a dint in your budget.
We spent £176,500 on the property. We had a budget of £80,000. We were very fortunate that we got left some money as well. The extra bit of money allowed us to splurge on things like the bathroom taps.
About 250,000 all in, isn't it? Maybe a bit more.
I'd say...
Are there things you need to tell me now?
I wouldn't go there, Tim, if I were you. At least when it comes to savvy shopping and creative flair, Carly's the real deal.
I think the thing that Carly's brought is irreplaceable. I just never realised she'd got such a good eye. She saved us a fortune over the job, without a shadow of doubt. Literally thousands. The bathroom is the moment of weakness.
You're not going to let that one go, are you? But to give Carly credit, she knows what Tim has invested in blood, sweat and tears is beyond priceless.
I find now with Tim, he's still Tim, but he's Tim who's built this beautiful home for us. You know, you're always proud of what your other half's achieved, but the fact he's made this home for us is something else. So yeah, so I do look at him differently. Always grateful, always proud.
Oh, I think this calls for a small celebration. Carly style.
The first day we found these plates in the old kitchen in the Sunday school. But there's a full dinner service. It feels like being at my nan's.
Another bit of recycling.
Free.
Free, yeah, that's the most important part. They were free. They were the best thing we've had that were free.
To free.
To free.
And discounts.
Free and discounts.
Yeah. And £2,500 taps.